and applies vibrato, and it's pretty majestic what he does. I can just see that my file finger's run out of space, so that means this is going to go on to another thing for about 2 minutes, which is intensely irritating. But anyway, you'll see that when you come back to it. I'll have to issue it in 2 parts. That's because I've waffled on. Okay, so that's the last Malmsteen album I have from '98. After that, he does War to End All Wars. Sorry, I'll just backtrack. One thing is Live in Leningrad. I used to have that on vinyl, and I think I've got a copy somewhere. But Live in Leningrad, he does that with Jolyn Turner. So he's big in Russia, and he does that in 88, 89, I think. So that's got some cool stuff on it, and there's a live video from that. So that's one album I'm not covered from the era. The other one, which I have a copy of, is his covers album, Inspirations, from 1996. So on that, so I've backtracked here. So on that, he does cover versions of stuff that's inspired him. He does an incredible version of Sails of Charon by Scorpions. And that's interesting because it's taking what I'd call the Phrygian dominant lineage. So the mode that Malmsteen uses in his compositions and soloing, was first kind of really made popular in metal by Uli Jon Roth on the great Scorpions classic of 1977. So he kind of name checks, covers that inspiration. It's got a UK as well, Dead of Night, again, the Alan Holdsworth inspiration coming through there. And there's some Deep Purple tracks, Pictures of Home. Can't remember offhand what the other tracks are, but it's a good record, and it's got some great playing, and particularly Sails of Charon. So anyway, those are the 2 albums in this gap from basically Disturbing the Peace, Steeler, through to 1998. So after this, I don't have any albums. For me, the songs and production kind of isn't as good, and I just don't feel the need to have them. There's not as much there for me. But he does Alchemy, War to End All Wars. Then he makes 2 albums with Doogie White singing. So Mark Bowles comes back for the War to End All Wars and Alchemy. Then he gets Doogie White, who's now in Michael Schenker's group. And he makes 2 good albums. And if you want to get some noughties Malmsteen, I recommend those. Those are Attack from 2002 and Unleash the Fury from 2005. A little story about the Unleash the Fury title, and Malmsteen had an altercation on an aeroplane. And he said, you've unleashed the fury or something like that to the air hostess, and that became the title. And then after that, he gets Ripper Owens in. I saw him play live with Ripper Owens singing at the Academy. There's some Perpetual, is it Revelation? Something like that. Then he ditches singers and he starts singing himself. He does it as an instrumental album, acoustic instrumental album, and he does Spellbound and World on Fire. I think a lot of people criticise his singing. I think he's a pretty good singer. He obviously doesn't want to pay a singer. He's going out now with him, a bass player and drummer, and he just has a big wall of Marshalls, and they're kind of put to one side. Personally, I'd love to see him come back with Jens Johansson, Anders Johansson, a solid bass player and a really good singer frontman, and hook up with Frontiers Records, get the right production budget, getting an outside producer, co-producer, and just try and find some of that great songwriting that he had in the past. But that's just, my opinion. I still think he's great. He's still my 2nd or 3rd favourite guitar player ever. So that's his, his career up to then. He does albums every couple of years. There's lots of him on YouTube. I think you can also get a compilation CD of all his instrumental stuff from when he kind of went more Japan based. But that is my take on the Malmsteen albums.